this course, I became a student and I took off. I started October of 2023. In 3 months, I made over $65,000 by passive income.
And the Diamond Mentor, I was laid off from construction. And it was sad. I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I was uncertain. I was like, man, I hope this ain't another scam. And I was like, you know what? He live in Baltimore. He local area. Let me just give it a try. I got offered to be a DSP at T-Force. Now I'm a DSP at T-Force. Currently got about 5-6 members. We're running strong. Then after that, I got another contract at SDS. If you don't know what SDS is they run medical routes. So I was subbing out that. Then I got an auto part route. Then I got another medical route. So I hold about 4 to 5 contracts. And now I make $10,000 a month.
Good morning. We still got people coming in, but we're going to get started because it's 12 o'clock. It's 12:01, and we're studious. We don't got time to wait for our money because our money is no time to wait. We got to make money every single time. My name is Coach Monica. We have Coach Mercedes. We have Coach Shanae. We are part of the CBA. We are part of the Diamond as well, the Diamond program as well. So welcome. As you all know, you guys are really here for Dayron Myers because he built something so spectacular where we can make money in our own vehicle. We can make money in our own vehicle. The ones that's sitting outside right now, any day of the week, any time, any moment. I bet you guys, some of y'all on Courier right now looking at your app like, hold on, I think I could get this $60 order real quick. Let me leave this room. Or y'all on Rodeo right now, or VHO, or whatever y'all tried to do real quick before you got here this morning. I want to thank you guys for joining us. I want to thank you guys for actually believing in us and also believing what Dayron does, because there's plenty of people in this room right now that have been in this academy and made already over $10,000 a month. There's plenty of people in this room right now who already made their first $200, their first $300, their first $500. I started just like you all. I'm not going to get much into my story, but until a little later, but I just wanted to see who was in the building. I know I said that this morning already, but who we got in the building? DMV in the area? DMV, y'all gotta be loud. What's going on? It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock already. I know I ain't have a shot. I wanted to this morning because I was so nervous. I ain't gonna lie about it. But I already had my cup of coffee already. Come on, y'all. I need some energy. As long as we're gonna do this, I need energy. I need feedback. DMV in the area? Yeah. Yo, you know the crazy thing about it is we sold out Sunday night, and there was still people trying to get into the building. So you guys are the luckiest ones in the building, for real, for real. So we're gonna do this all over again, of course. Who else is? I heard Jersey's in the building. Yes. Hey, you know, I love the DMV because I've been here for like 5-6 years, but I'm a Jersey girl, born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. So I love DMV, but Jersey's where I'm from. All right, what? I heard that we South Carolina, North Carolina. Yeah. Sheesh, y'all made it down for real. So we are taking this on a tour, right? So we will be going into different places. San Diego is our next stop. Then it's going to be Houston. Then it's going to be so forth and so on. So we will be in another series, twice. You're going to get twice as much.
I'm from H-Town.
Okay. All right, CBA, y'all in the building? CBA, y'all in the building? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Diamond, y'all in the building?
Yeah.
Yo, my Diamond members, my CBA, y'all be going crazy with, I just made $10, I just made $200, I made $500. Y'all be coming up with these stories. I need $5 for real, please and thank you. Diamond members, thank y'all for joining us. Y'all don't have to be here, but we really appreciate it because you guys get our coaching every single day of the day, unlike the CBA. So I appreciate you. Anybody else new that's not in the CBA, that's not in the Diamond, that's just here just to learn? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome. We hope that we can give you some content, something that you can apply today as you leave this building. I promise you, if you cannot leave this building today without getting a contract, without going ahead and understanding how to do this courier business, without understanding how to search, we're not going to talk about how to create your LLC or anything like that. We're just getting straight into it on how to search these contracts, how to get passive income. Anybody want passive income? Anybody want passive income? Yeah. Oh, all right. okay? Because I love me some passive income. That's all I do. That's all I do. Sometimes I drive, but Monica's at home, relaxing, kicking up her feet. Well, not really relaxing, because if anybody know, if you got drivers, sheesh, they just like children, trust and believe. But then we're going to talk about medical contracts as well. I know a lot of you guys love medical contracts. I'm not into it, but we have a coach here that is into it. And then we're going to talk about post office contracts. Miss Mercedes, as you guys know, y'all all know her, especially on the CBA. She is someone that focuses on postal contracts a lot, and she's going to get into that as well. All right? So in no time, let's introduce, Shanae, want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Shanae Campbell, and I am the community manager for the CBA. I know I spoke to a lot of people. I have spoken to a lot of you all.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me? What about now? Testing.
Oh, no, that's just the talk.
This is,
You have to speak louder. This is just
Okay.
loud. This is nothing.
okay.
You gonna hold it?
Okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me. So today I'm going to be helping you look for medical carrier contracts. I'm going to explain the ins and outs of becoming a medical carrier, government contracting, and also in the private sector.
Thank you, Shanae. Mercedes, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Coach Mercedes. So of course today I'll be going over postal contracts and the importance of investing to yourself and your business. So stay tuned because I got some good details about the postal contracts. And what else?
We got some raffles.
We do have a raffle coming up. So everybody has a ticket? Everybody got a raffle ticket?
Everybody got their raffle ticket because we got a good surprise coming up for y'all.
Sure do.
I hope so.
A really good one.
All right. Everybody got the Wi-Fi? Everybody's already connected? No? Yes. Who has a Wi-Fi? We need a Wi-Fi pass. The best Wi-Fi passport again. Yeah, no problem. We have the Wi-Fi paper coming around. Okay. Somebody took a picture on their phone. That'd be great. We can actually help each other out. Where's the clicker? I need y'all to say ready. Because I'm hyped to teach you guys, and I don't think y'all hyped to actually learn what I got to say. So y'all ready? Ready. All right, cool. So my name is Coach Monica once again. I have achieved significant milestones in this courier industry. So when I first started, it was about 2-3 years ago. All right, when I first started, I lost my job and everything, y'all. But in a span of 3 months, I made over $65,000. In a span of 3 months, by taking these courses, by understanding, by also being a student. That's the number one thing, by being a student. All right? So once again, I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. There's two different Newarks, so y'all know? There's a Newark, New Jersey, which is Delaware. I'm not from there. Okay? So I'm nowhere near from there. But then there's Newark, New Jersey. So it's a difference in it. All right? I grew up in Newark, New Jersey in a 1-bedroom apartment with myself, my brother, and of course my mom. Unfortunately, when I was young, my dad passed when I was young. Around Christmas time, helping someone else out, trying to get to their job. So just like many of us, we grew up in the inner city, but of course it was a community for me. I didn't know exactly where I was living. I just knew I had family, I had friends, and I had a community. All right, so I had a chance to go to St. Patrick High School in Elizabeth, New Jersey to better my life. And then I also had a chance for a scholarship, for a basketball scholarship. If anybody want to see me, we can see me. It's a court down the street. I'm telling you, I still got it a little bit. All right, don't let the age fool you. But I went to St. Peter's in Jersey City on a scholarship, and in 2 years I dropped out. I felt like it wasn't for me. I wanted to do something better. Plus the money was calling me, the girls was calling me, all this other good stuff. Y'all know how it do when you're young. So I started my career path early. I was at McDonald's. I was a supervisor, all this other good stuff. And then all of a sudden I became in management. I became a supervisor. I became an assistant general manager, a general manager. So for the past 20 plus years, I was opening other people 500 Fortune companies, working 80, 90, 100 hours a week, helping them out. As they were gaining more money, and I was just still making pennies. One day I realized when I was at Popeyes as a general manager, I was opening up a store in upstate New York, and I asked for a raise. And they was like, yeah, we'll give you a raise. Can anybody know what that raise was? How did you know it was 25 cents? No, dead ass, it was 25 cents. So all this time I was helping y'all out, opening your stores, spending hours, countless hours, training your managers, training your franchisees, making sure that every last person in this building understood what your dedication was to Popeyes. You only gonna give me 25 cents? I decided to dip out. Then I moved into another company because I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. This was in my 20s. So I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know where to start. So I went to another company. They treated me fairly well. I was in that company for 6 years. That's how I moved to Maryland. They wanted me to build their brand. Once again, they wanted me to build their brand, not my brand, but their brand. I said, bump it. I never moved to the DMV. Only time I passed Maryland is going to Virginia or going to South Carolina, North Carolina. I don't know what it is in there. I'm single. I don't have no kids, so I moved to Maryland. When the pandemic hit, as everybody know, a lot of stuff went down. People lost their jobs. Businesses shut down. And unfortunately, that company that I built their brand for to actually come down here to Maryland let me go. My life was actually heartbroken because I put 6 years in this company that did not care about me. I was just a number. I had to figure out what I wanted to do. But during that time when I did catch COVID, I did pray, as we all do when some things happen to us. And I wanted to figure out, where did I want my life to be? Where did I want my life to go? I knew there was a purpose. I just didn't know what it was. I was tired of actually building everybody else's franchises, and I wanted to build my own. So as I was thinking, and as this company just fired me because I caught COVID, and my whole store caught COVID, and it was a procedure. And y'all know during the COVID time, nobody knew what COVID really was. So they all had to figure it out. I started driving in my own vehicle. I didn't know who Dayron was at the time, but I started doing apps, of course, DoorDash, all the other good stuff. Then I learned about VHO. I learned about, different things. And as I was driving into VHO one day, into this building, I was like, hold on. Everybody driving into this building, how do I get them to drive in the building for me? So my mind is racing right now. I'm just like, man, how can I get people to drive for me? I don't want to drive for nobody. I don't want to work for nobody no more. So as I'm going ahead and I'm looking into this building, I'm picking up the packages, I talked to an operation manager. I said, yo, how does this work? Can I bring in people? I still didn't know what I was doing. I just was having conversations. Can I bring in people? Oh, no, we don't work like that. We're a gig app. All right, cool. Then I went onto YouTube. I'm searching Courier Business. I didn't even know the name of was Courier Business, but I started driving jobs, all this other good stuff. And then, of course, Dayron came up. And this was in the top of 2022. Dayron was in his box truck at the time. It wasn't the Dayron that you guys know, some of y'all know today, who's on these big screens and all this other good stuff. He was in this box truck, so hyped, so much energy. If y'all could do this, I can do this. He's giving free game on actually how to build your courier business. And I'm like, yo, this is my guy right here. I've been seeing a lot of people doing this thing, but his energy is crazy. I don't know what's going on with it. So I went onto his Instagram because he said he gave free game on his Instagram. Y'all know how that gatekeeping thing be, right? People always say they got free game on their page, but you got to pay for something in order to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, well, let me go on his Instagram. I went on his Instagram. This man was really giving out free game. He gave me an app I can use. He gave me something else I can use. I'm like, all right, well, let me try his ebook, because we still don't trust nobody. So let me try his ebook. He got a course out, but let me try his ebook. Downloaded his ebook. I'm like, man, all right, this is all right, but I need more information. This is not just it. I needed more information. I got his course. After I got his course, I became a student and I took off. I started October of 2023. In 3 months, I made over $65,000. by passive income.
Hey, real quick, are you tired of making money slow? I'm gonna teach you how to make money faster. Think about what you get paid per the hour. Do you have a vehicle? Can you take products, packages, and items from point A to point B? Think about getting 5 deliveries for 20 bucks and do those in 1 hour. How much did you make? So why are you still making money slow? So listen, come to my class, click below or up, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this. Let's get it.
I didn't do that myself. I didn't drive. I didn't do none of that. I had drivers. Anybody know what I mean when I said I had drivers? What is it? Subcontracting. That's what I did. When they first told me, when I first got my contract on Indeed, I didn't know what I was talking about, y'all. I promise y'all I didn't know what I was talking about. But I called Dayron. I'm like, yo, Dayron, they said they want to go ahead and talk to me. He's like, all right, we'll do it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying though. Like, what you want me to say? Yo, Monica, just have a conversation. All right, cool. Whatever that conversation was, I don't even know. I asked the lady, I said, you know, can I bring on drivers? She said, oh yeah. I said, oh shit, she really said yeah. Okay, now I'm on to something. Then she was like, how many you have?
You said 10. 10.
I said 10. And she was like, okay, can all 10 of them start tomorrow? I said, no.
We got 5 today. We got 5.
I got like 2. But I said, all right, next week I'm gonna have them all start. And she said, okay, no problem. They'll get it in the system. You get yourself going, all of that. I called Dayron. I texted him. I said, yo, I need to find 10 drivers. I don't know where I'm gonna find these 10 drivers, but I need to find 10 drivers right now. He said, well, Monica, just go on Indeed or go on whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me do that. Went on Craigslist, went on Indeed, went on CB Driver. At that time, CB Driver didn't allow you to actually bring on your business until you actually have your business up and going. Meaning, you had to have your business website. You had to have a business email address. You had to have your business had to be in standard for like over 1 year, 2 years. I didn't have any of that. I just started. But I didn't let that stop me though. So they denied me the first time. I put up a post and everything. They denied me. I said, why y'all denying me? They sent me an email, Miss Higgs, da. I sent the email back. I said, I'm a true business. I don't know what's going on here, but I need y'all to let me on. It was like, well, unfortunately, we can't let you on. I said, okay. So I signed it with another email. You ain't gonna stop me. So I signed it with another email. I posted my little ad, whatever. I got a couple more drivers. They shut me down again. And I'm like, man, like, what's going on? Can I please talk to somebody? I really need these drivers. I'm a true company. And I said, I'm with the CBA Academy. Dayron Myers is my mentor. And they said, oh. And I called Dayron. I'm like, Dayron, this CB driver not letting me in. He said, let me make a phone call. As soon as I know it, I'm on CB driver. I got my ad out. I had over 50 to 60 drivers that was waiting for me to call them. I had over 50 to 60 drivers that was waiting for me to call them. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? How am I even gonna call it? But guess what? I've been in management for so long that it's just an interview. That's all what it is. It's just an interview. I started these people going, went to the warehouse, had 5, 6 drivers the first time. I asked the lady, I said, what else do you need help at? After a week or 2, what else do you need help at? Oh, she said, you got people in Jersey? I said, that's where I'm from. Of course, I got people in Jersey. But did I really have people in Jersey? No. So, put out another ad. Got 10 more people. She said, Monica, she called me this time. Monica, we need help in Connecticut. Do you have people in Connecticut? Do you think I have people in Connecticut? No. Do y'all think I have people in Connecticut? Yes. No. No, but I got them though. No. Give me a week. Give me 1 week. I got you. I had people over there. She called me, Monica, we need people in Boston. Monica, we need people in New York. Monica. And I'm like, bet. I don't got no people in Boston, but I could get them for you. I don't have no people in New York, but I could get them for you. And in that span of time, in that little over 3 months, with one person that can change your life, with one contract that can honestly change your life, I made $65,000 and it continued. And that's how I became a coach. Because unfortunately, unlike most people that's in this business that say that they actually did it, we do it. We actually live it every single day. It is ups and downs. Trust me, y'all, it's ups and downs all day, every day. It's not always sunshines and rainbows and what we do. And if you've been in if you are in the CBA, if you are in the Diamond, you already know that. All right, so let's take out our books. There's enough about me. All right, so we're gonna break down master contracting, okay? As some of y'all already know, but if you don't know, basically a subcontracting and master contractor are two different things. Subcontracting is basically when you first starting out and you have that one company and you actually have about 5 to 6 drivers. Master contracting is basically you have a multiple of contracts with multiple of people driving for you. I had over at the time and still do, I have over 60 people driving for me on the road. Do I ever meet these people? No. Do I talk to them every day? Yes. They hear my voice. They know that I'm a real person. They know I'm not somewhere over and whatever that's trying to scam them. Do I communicate with these people every day? Yes, I do. But you don't need to be in the state that you're in to actually do what we're doing. That's the great thing about us, that you don't need to be in the state that you're in to actually do what we're doing. I told y'all I live in Maryland now, but I have drivers in Boston. I live in Maryland now, but I have drivers in New Jersey. I live in Maryland now, but I have drivers in Portland. You don't have to actually live in a state to do what you do, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to retain these contracts. Most of y'all, some of y'all already know, but we're gonna actually work on it today. So if you can, just go to Google for me. And I want y'all to type in independent courier gigs. Somebody does. Anybody has a Wi-Fi paper? Just keep passing it up, pass it around. If you type in independent courier gigs, this should be a plethora, near me, of course. I'm sorry about that, but it should be a plethora of jobs that comes up. Night and day logistics, T-Force, all those other companies that's out there that you can honestly call right now and ask them, hey, do you have anything that you can move? Hey, I'm looking for a contract. You know, what is the procedure? However you want to say it. You can actually fill out the application online as well. Yeah, they passing it around. All right, you can also, for medical contract, independent contract, medical contract, you can do that as well. All right? You could go on Craigslist to do the same thing. It's keywords, right? It's keywords that you always have to use. Independent contractor, courier driver, medical contract, e-commerce, however you want to use it, all you got to do is type it into your Google, type it into CV Driver, type it into Craigslist, type it into Indeed. And you're going to pull up these contracts. It's up to you to actually call. To actually fill out the application, to actually email the person. And also you could go into your backyard, y'all. You know, I live in a city here and I actually tap into a lot of these pharmacies that's around me. Because guess what a pharmacy has to do? Get something to point A to point B. That's all what it's doing. So you probably have plenty of pharmacies around you, local pharmacies. Instead of your Walgreens, your CVS's, we want to go for the big things right away. Tap into your backyard. There's a mom and pop store probably that needs something to be delivered. Instead of them getting a major company, they can have you. But you gotta open up your mouth. What they say, closed mouths don't get fed, right? All right, so once we get that one contract, in the bag, how are we going to get these drivers? Anybody know how we're going to get these drivers? Put an ad out, right? Where can we put an ad out at? Indeed. What else? Craigslist, Facebook, CB Driver, Instagram. Whatever you want to use, word of mouth. Hey, some of us go to the laundromat or no laundromats. Print an ad out. Put it in a little cork board, a little community board. Get creative. Go around, get a little poster board, put it on the side. You don't actually have to do everything online. Some people, they on foot. They look at it like, oh, snap, I didn't even know you was actually doing that. Oh, I needed a job anyway. Oh, my dude in my apartment right now needs something to drive in. He got a car outside, he ain't even driving it. He not even utilizing it right. All right? Whatever internet handles can be. Now, how to pay your drivers. Now, this is what everybody want to do. How do I get paid, Monica? So say we got a contract for $3. We got a contract for $3, right? And they're paying you per stop. Anybody know what per stop mean? All right, so basically if I'm picking up packages and whatnot, instead of you paying per package, 1 through 20, I'm gonna actually pay you per stop. Because sometimes 2 packages can go at 1 stop. So I'm gonna pay you whatever stop that you're making. So instead of it being 20 packages that you're actually delivering, it's probably gonna be 18 because 2 of those packages are going to 1 stop. So you're getting paid per stop, right? So you're getting paid $3 per stop. Okay? If I'm getting paid $3 per stop, how much should I pay my drivers? Come on, talk to me. How much should I pay my drivers? $2? Okay, what else? Yes?
What if the company pays by package?
If it pays per package, it's the same way. Same way. So per stop, per package is basically the same way. You're just gonna make sure you write in your ad that you're paying per package instead of per stop. Okay? Say that again?
It's basically more because if one location has like 5 packages, they're gonna have one location. Is it that company pay per package? They get paid per package, so 5 different packages, 1 stop.
Exactly. It's according to that company though, because sometimes people be slick with it. Sometimes people be slick with it. They'll say per package, but since you're delivering 5 packages to that one house, you probably still get paid that one stop. So you got to make sure that one package. So you got to make sure that you read your fine print correctly. All right, that's a question that you need to ask. That's a question you need to ask the company that you're partnering with. All right. So if I got paid $3, I will honestly pay my drivers $2.50. Y'all got to remember, we're not doing no work. We're doing nothing at all. But just getting you, interviewing you, telling you what a location is, me telling my operation manager that you're going to be there, and I'm going to sit back and make sure that you're okay. There's people out here that's actually doing a job that's going to carry 100 packages and just make that $250. That can be life-changing for them. $250 in one day is good for me too. So I will be paying them $2.50. Now, Monica, how can I make money off of 50 cents? I get it. 50 cents is nothing, right? But let's break it. Let's honestly break it down to how 50 cents can become something. So say for instance, we're getting our driver 60 stops, right? 60 stops. 60 stops times 0.50 is what? $30. So after that one driver, I'm making $30. Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
All right, after that one driver, I'm making $30. How many drivers do I need to meet my quota in a day? 10. So if I have 10 drivers driving in one day, how much am I making with passive income? How much am I making with passive income? Y'all act like $300 is nothing that y'all sitting back in y'all chair. Hold on. How much is I'm making with 10 drivers? $300. So is 50 cents actually making sense?
Oh, yes.
Now what if I have only 5 drivers in one day? 150. Is 150 good with y'all for not doing nothing? All right. So let's think about it. So now I'm making let's do 5 drivers in a day. All right. Let's do common math. 5. So I'm making 150. My drivers are working 5 days a week. How much am I making in a week? 500 times 150 is what? $750 in a week that I'm making in passive income. Is that okay with y'all? Yeah. I mean, y'all overlook like it's nothing. Like $750 in a week. That ain't nothing. Go ahead.
Okay, that all makes sense. However, the subcontractor part hasn't been defined. What is my responsibility to drive, manage?
What is your responsibility? So your responsibility is to pay them, to make sure they show up on time, to make sure that they are responsible, professional, and make sure that you're available to them. That's all your responsibility.
Just to the drivers, not the contractor.
To the drivers and the contract, because those are your drivers, right? So the operation manager is going to contact you if anything happens to your drivers. If your drivers don't show up, you are responsible for them. Hey, Monica, Antonio didn't show up this morning. What happened? You can't say, I don't know. What you mean you don't know? You don't know how you running your business? Because if you at your job right now, hey, Monica, you didn't put that package on the shelf right. Well, I don't know. You fired. You might as well just leave. So you got to make sure that you are on top of your drivers. It's like going to work every single day and doing your job. You're doing your job of making sure your drivers are on time, making sure that they're professional, making sure that they deliver properly, making sure that customer service is #1 priority. Because there's so many companies out here that want to deliver, and they need drivers. But if you don't know how to handle your drivers responsible, I don't know what to tell you. All right, so how many drivers are we actually trying to get in a day to make whatever income that we want to make per week? 100 would be nice, but you need multiple contracts. 100 would be nice, but you need multiple contracts. My biggest one, I made over $8,000 in a week without doing nothing at all, but just making sure that my drivers understand that I am here for them. To making sure that they understand I need you to show up that day. And also paying them on time. Because if I don't pay you on time, I don't want to work for you no more. It's all about communication. It's all about truth. All right, go ahead.
So the company pays you, then you in turn pay the driver?
The company pays me. In return, I pay the driver. So if the company pays me weekly, I'm going to pay my drivers weekly. If the company pays me bi-weekly, I'm going to pay my drivers bi-weekly. So whatever the company is paying me, I'm paying them. If there's insurance taken out of my check every week, there's insurance taken out of your check every week. Does that make sense?
I have a question. So when you talk about managing your drivers, how do you manage when they don't show up? You have a packages that's going out Monday morning, and you have somebody that called and said, oh, my kid's sick, I'm not going to be able to run today. How do you handle that?
So the question was, how do I handle if a driver doesn't show up at the last minute? That's why you have extra drivers on hand. So instead of me always having, if they telling me, Monica, I only need 5 drivers, I'm going to make sure I have 10 on hand at all times. Because I'm going to call that extra person and be like, hey, can you make it in today? I'm always going to, hey, Monica, I only need 5 drivers today. I'm going to make sure I have 8. 8 is going to come in. Because I don't know if 2 of them are going to make it. But I always have somebody in the back. I always have somebody in the back end. Monica, there's no work today. You know what? My fault, my guy. I'm going to send you $25 for gas today. Appreciate you. You always want to make sure that you're ahead of the game. It's easy for me to sit up here and tell you, like, yeah, you can make $3,000 in a week.
If anybody driving a great, accurate truck, you gotta move it from in front of these people. They got a garage right here. They the only house on this block that they'll get you towed. I think it's a great, accurate truck.
Yeah, it was a red paint in front of it too.
Yeah. So.
Nobody got, okay. So it's easy for me to sit up here and say, like, yeah, you can make $3,000 in a week. It's really simple. It really, really is. But if you don't have the drivers, if you don't have the people that's actually coming in and doing the job that they're supposed to be doing, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I just broke it down to how 50 cents can actually become $7.50 in a day. I just broke it down how 50 cents can become $1.50 in a day. So you multiply your packages or your stops times the 50 cent that you're giving, that you're profiting, and that is your profit. That's how I'm going to determine how much I want to make in a day. That's how I'm going to determine I need 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 drivers in a day to make the profit that I want to make in one day. And that's going to be my weekly passive income. And then you're going to keep doing it over and over and over again. Yes, hold on 1 second. He in the back first.
Question. So for instance, you have a team in New York, and you're here in Baltimore.
I actually have a team in New York right now, but go ahead.
You have a person that oversees them on your behalf.
You talking about like a lead person? Yes. So I actually have a contract in New York as we speak, and there's drivers out on the road. I do have a lead driver. I identify that driver right away as I'm having conversation with them. Hey, you know what? You sound like you've been in, especially more so like another subcontractor. Don't be afraid to actually sub out your contract to another subcontractor who's actually in the state. And I do that all the time. Because as you're in my state, as you're in the state that I'm delivering, I'm going to talk to you. Hey, can you be out there sometimes? I could pay you a little bit extra every single day or every single week that you are actually at the site to make sure everything's good. Your driver's good, my driver's good. Cool. We'll work out something. But you gotta build that community. You gotta build that responsibility. It's okay to actually, if anybody, I work with a lot of subcontractors. I actually love them. When I post my ad and you tell me you have drivers, perfect. That's perfect for me. I don't gotta look for 10. You got 10? That's perfect. Send them over. You over there in New York right now? That's perfect. Send them over. I don't even gotta worry about it no more. Yes, sir.
Do you vet the driver for the company that you're working for? Vet the drivers?
So it's according what company you're working with. A lot of companies work with Open Force, right? So Open Force is going to actually have your drivers log onto their site and they're going to vet them, right? If they don't, then you're going to have to. You're going to have to do a background check. And there's also plenty of systems out there that you can do free background checks. You could actually use the state that they're in and do a background check. Only thing that you're really looking for is see that you're not a criminal, and that your MVR, your DMV record, whatever it is straight. I'm not looking for the perfect person that be out here and drive. Everybody deserves second chances, right? So I'm not out here just trying to make sure that I don't think I care about if you're not a child abuser and you didn't steal nothing or whatever situation may be. I'm not trying to dig it all into your background as much. Okay? You got a question?
It's my experience with Open Force that sometimes they'll make you pay for the background check. So is that the person who's actually applying is paying your subcontractor, or do you cover that cost?
Well, it's according to what company you're working for, because I never had to pay for my background check with anybody.
Some do and some don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's just according to what kind of company you're working for. If your drivers do have to pay for a background check, you will have to let them know that they got to pay for the background check and it's going to come out.
They make the money back.
And they make the money back. And that's what you got to say. Like, you're going to make this $40 back, man. Like, let's do the background and let's keep it pushing. Yes?
I had a question about the licensing. You mentioned that those contracts. So could you do everything with just a normal driver's license? You don't have to have a commercial.
Yes, you can. I don't have a commercial insurance. Meaning I only have the basic 100K, 300, 100. That's all I have. I don't have $1 million insurance policy. I don't have any of that stuff that people always say that you need to start this business. It's not true. It's just wasting money until you actually ready to get to that big boy part, which that's what we're about to get into soon, my partner and I. But you can do it with the basic 100, 300, 100 insurance. And also, you only need one LLC to go to different states. You don't need multiple LLCs in every single state that you're going in. You don't. I only have one LLC, and I'm in all these states. Next question. Somebody else had a question back there?
Yeah, so you brought up those multiple or a single LLCs. So do you use DBAs for that? doing business as?
No, sir.
Use that same one.
Just use that same one and make sure I see my accountant every year. Cause I don't want Uncle Tom to come see me. Uncle Tom, Uncle Sam, oh, that him. They all the same right about now. Somebody else had a question in the back? Nah, we good? Yes.
So I had a contract, they wanted me to be a master contractor, but they were requesting 300K commission.
You wanted to be, you had a master contract, but they wanted you to do a 300K commission?
Working drivers, but they requested for 300K commission.
Okay, so what kind of contract was it?
It's S-Space. No, not S-Space. What they call it? I look for it, not T-Force.
Yeah, T-Force. So you must be dealing with a whole different ball game. If they need a 300K insurance policy, that means you need $1 million insurance, 300K cargo, and all the other good stuff. That's a whole different ball game that you're dealing with. So
yeah, U.S. Farm.
yeah, that's something completely different. So if you ready for that, I say go ahead and do it. But if you're not,
It's not a lot of money coming in. It's a lot of insurance, but the income is not as much.
so I wouldn't do it. I'll just move on to the next. Just move on to the next. If it's something that is not feasible and I gotta raise my insurance and I'm not getting the money from it, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna move on to the next contract. I'm just gonna continue to keep moving on to the next contract. All right, so my question is, a lot of you already been seeing this, or some of you haven't. Can you actually see yourself making $750 or $2,000 in a week?
Yeah.
I do it.
You do it already. I know that's right, Rashada. That's what I'm talking about. And it's something that we teach in the community. As most of you guys are in the community, but it's something that you can, if you need help with, we can teach in the diamond community as well. All right, if I can do it, Rashad can do it. Anybody that's in this community, in this building can actually do it. You can do it. I just broke it down to you. Just get a contract. I know that it's so simple for me to say get a contract. But you have to work hard to get these contracts, y'all. This is not a microwavable business. You're not going to be out here, oh yeah, I got the package, now I'm about to go ahead and get the contract of my life. Don't work like that. We all work 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 20 hours a day at our job, and we have nothing to say about it. But as soon as it comes to our own business, we have everything to say that it's not working. It is not working because we're not doing the work. It's really just that simple. So if I can make over $2,000 in a week, I know that y'all can make over $2,000 in a week. What can you do with $8,000 in a month? I mean, I got some bills to pay. I don't know about y'all. I want to get to that $1 million insurance policy. But what can you do with $8,000 in a month? I really want y'all to start seeing that, visioning that, telling yourself that I can. Because the problem is we need to change up our lingo. We keep seeing everybody else doing it, but we like, damn, why ain't we there yet? Don't worry about why you're not there yet. It's going to get to you. If you just come to this class today, to this seminar today, you trying to figure out, man, 8,000, 2,000, how can I do this? We can teach you. But if you in the CBA, you seeing people making $500 a day, $600 a day, $1,000 in a week, and you looking at yourself like, man, why am I not doing that? It will be you, but you got to stick to it. $8,000 in a month is a lot of money. We're just sitting behind a computer and on a cell phone, not doing nothing. But you still got to work though. Don't worry about one contract is not going to do it, y'all. I learned from it that if you just have one contract and you rely on that one contract, you're going to actually not be in a good place. Because as soon as that contract run dry, guess what happens? You run dry. So you got to continue to keep searching that contract, keep searching it over and over again. All right? So imagine what it would look like for you to become that subcontractor that you want to be. A lot of you are driving yourselves right now or trying to understand how to get these apps and all this other good stuff. And that's cool. But as you're doing these apps, I want you to actually look for contracts that you can actually subcontract out because you can't do it all yourself. You can't do it all yourself. I can have 10 apps on my phone. I can have them all going at one time, but I can't do all this work myself. I'm gonna tire myself out. I'm gonna burn myself out. And then I'm gonna say this doesn't work because I'm burning myself out as if I'm working a 9 to 5. And that's not what it's there for.
So when you go and you start prospecting for the contracts, what are we looking for? What am I looking for? What's that approach like?
So that's a good question. Thank you. So when you're looking for these contracts and sometimes you'll see, hey, build your business with us. That's a key word, build your business with us. That can also mean we accept master contractors. If you see something that says DSP, delivery service providers, that's a master contractor. If you don't see that at all, and I do this a lot, and they say we're looking for drivers, guess what I'm gonna do? Anybody know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my name in the pool. I'm a driver. But guess what I'm gonna do when they call me? Ask if they need drivers. Don't shy away because you see that they only looking for drivers. Man, I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to subcontract. I'm trying to sit behind my computer. When they call you, hey, my name is Monica. I actually own a business. Do you guys need any help? I see that you're around certain areas. I'm actually in the DMV. Do you need any drivers? Oh, you know what? We were thinking about starting that type of business. I'm your girl. Don't shy away because you see a driver ad and you don't want to apply for it because you're not a driver. That's just hurting yourself. You can email them. You can go on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my baby. I talk to every single CEO, operation manager, HR, customer service. If you work for that business, I'm going to talk to you. I don't care if you are a driver yourself. Hey, how's it doing driving over there? What you think about it? You think you could get in contact with me for somebody, an operation manager? Oh yeah, I can give you the person number, bet. We gotta stop being scared with talking to people, man. We talk to people every single day. Any other questions? Talk to me now. We'll have a Q&A session. Don't worry about it. I know it was a lot going on.
All right, so what type of deliveries do your people do? Like, I mean, just medical or what?
I'm an e-commerce person. E-commerce means I deliver packages, I deliver goods. I'm not a medical type person, you know. It's just, I don't know why it doesn't click in my head, but I just don't see it. But I love delivering packages, delivering furniture, whatever it needs to be. So you got to find what your avenue is. Okay, but I deal with e-commerce. E-commerce is going to be big this year, guys. I'm telling you, it is going to be huge. With USPS shutting down, trying to figure out how they can deliver all their packages, UPS is getting higher. VHO is actually going to do a different type of service instead of gig apps. The thing is, if we want to be in this business, we got to be a student first and foremost, and we got to learn it. Let's not just be out here saying, oh, who's in this area? Oh, who's doing this? Who's doing that? Learn it. Logistics is huge. There's so many different companies out here that I don't even know. I'm actually talking to somebody in Canada right now. In Canada, that's about to bring their company to the United States. We got to learn it. We got to love it. We got to live it. It's really that simple. I'm going to get on my soapbox because I'm over my time. But we're going to do this Q&A session next. We got Shanae on the ones and twos. She's going to talk about medical contracting. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Tell me, what is a medical carrier? What does it mean to be a medical carrier? Say that again. That's correct. And what else?
Medical, deliver lab work, specimens, anything dealing with the hospital,
lab work,
office, clinics.
Okay. So, what about organs? Organs. Okay.
I left that up again.
Do you have to be a doctor? We always get asked this question. Are you a doctor? What are you doing? I'm not a doctor. Did you have to go to medical school? No. I I get asked that all the time. Do you have to become a doctor to become a medical carrier? I said, no, you don't have to become a doctor. You don't need a degree. What do you need to become a medical carrier? How many medical carriers do we have?
I'm certified.
You certified? You have your HIPAA, your bloodborne pathogens tests? Okay. Okay. How many have medical contracts already? Okay. Not too many? Okay. Well, after the day, we're going to get some. We're going to get some. After the day, we're going to get some. Okay. Okay. So what is a medical carrier? A medical carrier, we transport anything critical, medical supplies such as medications, blood samples, medical equipment, lab specimens. I've been a medical carrier now for 2 years. I love it. The opportunities are limitless. When I first started, I did general freight. I never even thought about like being a medical carrier, never thought about that part of it. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna be a carrier. I'm transporting like different things like construction supplies. I started working with a company called Carry. I know people on the Carry app. How many on the Carry app? I love that app. That was the first contract that I got, working Carry. C-U-R-R-I. So when I first started, I'm like, never thought about becoming a medical carrier. One thing led to another. Next thing I know, I have my HIPAA. I took the HIPAA test. I took the bloodborne pathogens test. And then I get a call from a company called 24/7. That's where I got my big medical carrier. He was like, well, we see you located in Georgia. We have routes coming your way. I said, okay. I said, what I'll be delivering? He said, well, we're going to be delivering lab specimens for the state of Georgia. I said, okay, wow. So he said, well, give me about a month to get everything going. So within a month's time, I signed a contract. We run Monday through Friday, delivering medical specimens. Yes, you have a question about?
Yeah, so how did they know where you were located at? How did you put yourself out there?
Okay, so they knew where I was located based off of a company called SCI. SCI is like Open Force. So basically, once they get you into that network, it's like an onboarding. Once you're inside the network, then they can see the companies. So they saw that my company, GJOT Express, was in Augusta, Georgia. And so they offered me the opportunity. They just look and see what companies that they have available, and then they offered me that position, that contract. Okay. So, skip to the next one. Finding clients and networking. How would you find your clients, your customers? You're looking for a medical carrier contract. You want to get into that part. Where would you go to find your customers? LabCorp. Okay, that's a good one. Pharmacies. On base. So when you think about it, you have to think of all the people who can utilize a medical carrier. Hospitals, urgent cares, nursing homes, drug and rehabilitation centers, right? They have to take, drug tests. Somebody have to pick up those specimens.
What about blood donations? Plasma centers?
Yes, plasma centers, that's a good one, and I never thought about that one. When I get home, I'm gonna go on the plasma centers and see if they need a medical care. Plasma centers, and if you think about it, all these new neighborhoods, you see all these urgent cares popping up. Yeah. All those companies need us. They need somebody to pick up those specimens, lab samples, and take it to the lab.
So what do you do? Just go in and say, hey.
Yes, you market yourself. You walk right in and you let them know who you are. Hello, my name is Shanae Gamble. I'm with GJOT Express. Are you in need of our services? Like my business partner said, LinkedIn. If you don't see anybody, go to LinkedIn. Google medical carrier contracts in that area, whatever area you're in, and don't get stuck just in your area. Look everywhere. You can get a contract in any city and state. Don't limit yourself. If they don't have anything available in your area, look somewhere else. If you see an opportunity, medical carrier contracts, we need you here, apply for it. Don't be afraid to apply for any contract you see. You have a question? Okay, I have the information to get everybody certified, to get your bloodborne pathogens tests, your HIPAA certifications, and once everything's over, you can see me and you can start getting your certifications. Okay.
That's good. So you trying to say I can get my certification today?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. I know, right? Somebody said what in the back. I said what too.
Skip that. Yeah, skip that. Okay. Growing your carrier business. I mean, well, on the medical side, how would you say you would scale that part? Say you got a contract with, like you doing app work, like apps like Drop Off. There are medical carrier contracts that works off the app. Like, anybody heard of Drop Off? Yeah, Drop Off. Also Rody. Rody does like a lot of pharmacy, like CVS pharmacy prescription. Say that again. Rody. ROADIE.
They do contracts as well.
They don't do contracts, but they do a lot of pharmacy orders. You have Drop Off, Rody. You also have a company called Airspace. Airspace is huge. They're all over. And when somebody tell me, or they don't have anything, I know if they're not there, they're going to be there.
Airspace.
Airspace. AIRSPACE. Airspace. Also, ChatGPT. How many utilize ChatGPT to find contracts?
That's my system.
That's my go-to. If you go to ChatGPT right now, ChatGPT, and just type in how to find medical carrier contracts. ChatGPT is going to tell you exactly how to find medical carrier contracts. And you can also ask it to give you the companies in that particular city and state, in that area. You can break it down. You can ask it to break it down for you.
Hold on, I got a question because I see a lot of curious faces, so I'll ask it. So you trying to say I go to ChatGPT right now, right?
Yes, you can.
Right? And then I can type in medical carriers near me?
That's correct, medical contracts.
Medical contracts, and I gotta put in where my state and city is?
Yes.
And it's gonna pull up a plethora of medical contracts or medical people in my area?
It's gonna pull up different types of companies that you can look for who would need those services.
I know that. I learned something.
Can you say that again?
Yes, ChatGPT. Okay. We're gonna type in how to look for medical carrier contracts, and it's gonna give you a breakdown of how to look for those contracts. I love Chat. I use it for everything. Yes.
Is subcontracting different with medical carriers as opposed to like e-commerce, like how she was saying?
So it's the same flow. So you can become a master contractor with a medical contract, like I am. I'm a master contractor for a company called 24/7, and I have drivers under me.
And who's responsible for making sure they're certified with like HIPAA?
I am. I'm responsible as a master contractor for making sure my drivers have all the credentials they need to operate that route. Yes.
Can you get your business certified with the HIPAA and all the other good stuff?
You can. Yes, you can get your business certified with HIPAA. You have to go through. I don't have that information, but is a way to do it. Can
the one that you wrote?
Yeah. Okay. Is a company called Integrity Medical, and I'll give you that information towards the end. Also, what other avenues do you guys think you can find a medical carrier contract? And don't just look at the private companies, also with the government. Dialysis centers, that's another good one. But as far as like the city of Baltimore, you have the city of Baltimore, How to become a vendor. You can ask ChatGPT, how do I become a vendor with this, whatever city and state you're in, to be a contractor. We want to utilize all the information, all the resources to get on to be a vendor. The city of Baltimore need carrier contracts. They need carriers. You have your federal, and you also have your state, your county government. Once you chat GPT it, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you a breakdown of all those locations where you can sign up to be a contractor. Now, a lot of people don't like doing the paperwork. I don't like doing the paperwork. I just go to Fiverr and hire somebody to do that paperwork for me because it's a lot. I go to Fiverr. Filling out all that paperwork for being a government contract is a lot of paperwork. I just utilize all of my resources. I go to Fiverr, and then I just hire somebody to do my paperwork for me. Because they ask for a whole lot.
What would they be under that you look for under Fiverr?
Under Fiverr? Yeah. So you can go and just type in, you know, government contracts. If you want to get like certified, like how to get my DBE, how to get my WOSB, things like that, then you just type that in Fiverr. And then they give you a list of different people who specialize in those services. I use Fiverr for everything. I built my website, all of that off of Fiverr. What would be the challenges of being a medical carrier?
Finding the right people.
Finding the right people? Okay. What would be the challenges of becoming a medical carrier?
I would say it's like safety.
Safety?
Right.
How to handle the specimens?
Right. Carrying like an organ or a blood sample, you gotta be careful. You can't just not handle it haphazardly.
Okay. And see, that's why we have to become certified. Once we become certified, it's going to teach us everything we need to know about how to handle those specimens, those organs. We can't just go out there without the proper knowledge, without the proper training. So no, you don't have to go to college, you don't have to go to school to become a medical carrier, but you do have to be trained properly to know how to handle specimens in case you have a spill. Thank God I've never had a spill, but they're going to give you a spill kit. Everything pretty much comes already packaged, and we just transport it in a cooler bag with some ice, and then we take it from pickup to the drop-off destination. Okay? Say that again. Yes. So it varies. It varies on the company. Most of the routes pay by the mile. It might be, I don't like to do anything under $1 a mile. That's the minimum. But when you get to $2 a mile, the government contracts, I've seen it, for me, it pays a lot more. Then I don't have anything like the private. I do everything with the government. Yes. Yes, that's just been, you know, I've been blessed with get the government contracts. Next. I think that's it. Okay, yes. So that was all I have for becoming a medical carrier. Any other questions? We're going to do a Q&A after everything.
Thank you, Shanae.
Hey, yo, check this out real quick. All my truckers that's out here leaving your babies at home, that's out here over the road missing your family, that's out here that's like, dang, I ain't even making no money for real out here on the road. Check this out. The carrier game is now. When you don't need the truck, don't need the expensive insurance, don't need the CDLs. Take your vehicle, go get a contract, take products, packages, and items from point A to point B and go run a bag up. The time is now, y'all, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So all you gotta do is click the link below, and I'll see you in my class.